Hey everyone, welcome back. This is episode 5 of the Camaro build. I got some cool stuff in the video today and I want to show you guys where I'm at. I just got done painting the calipers red, putting clear on them. They look pretty good. Can't complain with that. Currently painting the center section. I was going to do it silver originally, but changed that to black. Going to do the yoke silver. I think that's going to look pretty sweet. I got the front wheel bearing hubs and the brake caliper brackets painted silver. They look pretty good. And then I was going to go paint the spindles, and I checked to make sure that the coilovers fit first. But as you can see, that hole does not line up and the bottom bolt will not go through. I found that the bottom of the coilover is hitting the spindle right where the black mark is here. I'm going to cut that away and make it fit, and then clean these guys up and paint them as well. Going to do black on these. I also got brake lines. I'm going to make a solid line running across the axle housing. Mount these where they should be, because if you guys remember, the driver's side was a solid line going all the way to the caliper, but it's a moving caliper, so it's going to move in and out. It needs to have a flexible brake hose. So we got new hoses here, replacing the old brittle one. So overall in this video, we're going to finish painting everything. We're going to mock up brake lines for the rear axle housing, get everything mounted onto the axle, get everything back assembled, and then ready to put back into the car. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be fun. So thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you like this video, and let's get to work. Okay, so I got the second bolt in, but the coilover's still hitting a little bit, so I need to take a little more material away. It was more than I thought it would be, but just a little more left. I'll do the other one, and then we will get these ready for paint. It is now completely clearing, even when it shifts in the hole clearance. This is before, and this is after. I made sure to leave a radius in that corner because sharp corners weaken metal, weaken everything, I guess, but leave a radius there so it remains strong. People do this all the time. It's gonna be safe, it's gonna be fine. Super stoked. Let's get these things painted. Okay, I'm here a couple days after that last clip. I got everything painted. Spindles look very nice. No more rust. Brake calipers, nice and red. Caliper brackets that are actually made for the 9-inch housing. So they're gonna be like this. You saw that in the last video. Just got a few more things painted up. Got the faces of the axles painted up. The center section came out amazing. The silver yoke looks really good. I have a lot of work to do to get this thing to be a complete rear axle. Let's get to work on that. Enjoy the montage. Okay, so the third member's in. I torqued all of these nuts to what I saw online for specs on many different websites, 35 foot-pounds. I started at 25, but you can see some of these washers just got deformed way too much. Luckily, they're on the top side, so I'm gonna leave them for now. I put this jack stand here so the thing didn't flip over and fall out like it almost did. But yeah, looks pretty sick. Time for the axles now. Okay, I hammered in the axles. This looks a little better than it did before. So let's put on the brake bracket and see if it holds properly. All right, I was a little worried at first, but the bracket is on. There's no more gap between the flange and the bracket, and there is no in and out play like when I took it off. We should be good. I'm gonna put the other one on now and then get the brakes mounted. Okay, so my camera died last night, but here we go. Got the caliper mounted on. Looks really slick. As you guys can remember, this hose was not here when I took it off. It was a solid line going to the caliper. So I need to make a little bracket that's gonna hold this guy here and not interfere with the shock mount for the coilover. I still need to adjust the caliper for the parking brake, for both the parking brake lever and the normal brake pedal. Make sure everything's operational. I need to still take this all apart, put grease on it, and yeah, just adjust it properly, but looks pretty sick. Now I'm gonna do this side. I also got the brake hose that goes to the body mounted up. I need to run solid lines from this guy down here to the new bracket that I'm gonna make. And then from this caliper up and over into this other port. Then this guy is a different flare than the solid line that's on the car right now. So I need to go through and make a solid line that comes all the way up to the master cylinder. So first I took some L channel that I had left over. That hose is going to go into the bracket and basically be mounted like this. I need to shrink it down a little bit, bring it closer to the axle, but it's close. And then also what I need to do is drill out the coilover mount. There's 2 bolts instead of just 1 like the original. As you can see here, there's quite a large contour that I need to fill up with some sort of washer right there where you can see the blue popping through. Make it strong as possible. Gotta do that on both sides. And then after that, after the brake lines are ran, those are mounted. then the rear axle is pretty much done. Okay, so I got this coilover bracket on. As you can see, maybe, there's that huge gap there between the bracket and the axle housing. I'm going to get a piece of stock, kind of form it in there to act as a washer so it's nice and strong. We don't want these coilovers to be weak. It's not perfect, but it's better. I took some washers, cut them down, bent them into shape, took up some of that gap in there. So that should be good. Nice and tight. Coilover is going to connect here up to the body of the car up here. Got the brake hose bracket that I made from some just aluminum angle. This one already had the bracket. I don't like the hose kind of curling like that, but we're going to try it out first. I don't think air bubbles are going to get trapped, but we'll see. Now I'm going to make a solid line that runs here, up to this guy, to here, and then going into here. Same thing with this outlet coming down, wrapping around, and over to this brake hose. And then this guy goes up to the body mount. Okay, lots of work was done in this video, but just check it out. I put one of the coilovers on, looks sick. Got the brake lines routed, connected. Not a huge fan of this one, but whatever. Looks great. Very happy with how it turned out. Okay, that was part 5. Like and subscribe if you like this video. We got a lot of work done and a lot of work left to do. Next part's going to be putting the rear axle back into the car, and then video after that's probably going to be the front suspension. I'm exhausted.